We are live. Okay. So, welcome to the first live Q&A session for Lying Pirates, the board game. So, we will wait just a little bit until some viewers have come in, and of course this will be saved so you can watch it several times if you want to later on. I'm excited to grab some questions from you. I've also already started to collect some questions that you guys have been writing in the comments field and so on. So let's start off this one by the ghost pack. We have had some questions about it, and some people also reacting in response to the stretch goal of 2 million Swedish crowns that we wanted to give all of you, all the backers in the campaign, the ghost pack. So the ghost pack is the ghost die, 2 extra tiles, and a card. And we made a decision earlier today that all of you that backed within the first 48 hours or has signed up to our newsletter will get free sleeves for your cards. So in addition to that, all the backers will get the ghost pack. So from the beginning, we thought that we would produce around 1,000 ghost packs for you guys. That was some sort of expectation and what we have counted on and so on. So we will increase the amount of ghost packs with well over 100%, since at the moment we're looking at some 2,200 something backers. So all of the backers will get the ghost pack, and we will limit the ghost pack to this first production run. So after this, ghost pack will never be printed again. So it's sort of an exclusive component still. So we hope that you guys like this. And as said, let me show you normal cards, and here are sleeved ones. So that's something the first 48 hour backers will get, and also the ones who have signed up to the newsletter. So we hope that's something you will appreciate. Absolutely. Next off, I would like to just do some component highlights. So in terms of the tiles, the magnetic tiles, the captain coasters, and the board, they are laminated. Some of you have asked for waterproof or water-friendly components. The captain coasters, the tiles, and the game board is laminated and therefore are water-friendly. I wouldn't say that you can dip them in water and so on, but if you spill something on them, it's easy to wipe off. It's only the edges, since this is punch board. The edges are almost impossible to make waterproof. So we hope that if you happen to spill something, be quick to wipe it off. The surface will not be damaged. And in regards of the cups, since they are real bamboo cups, they will be looking different. All of them are unique. The sizes will be controlled as much as possible, but within the range of 10 millimeters is the size difference that we have an allowance for in production. Do you have some live questions that you can...
Let me see. No, not that I can see.
No? Okay, that's fine. The ships, these are the miniature ships. We will also include let's see here, the wooden ships in the deluxe version of the game. A lot of you asked for it, and they will also be included. The wooden ones. In terms of, we also had some questions earlier about how magnetic the tiles are. I mean, as a reference, we wanted this game to be able to be played if you're on a boat, for example. So I mean, if you just push around the board, you see that the expansion map is moving a little bit now, but still, this is what I personally really not like with games that are set up with tiles, is when they are moving around too much. It's I want it to be a clean game, so it's they're not the strongest magnets in the world. It's really hard to get that result. They are very much functioning as they should. The dice board, I can just show you. Some of you asked if it's dual layered. Yes, it is already dual layered. Some people asked if that would be a stretch goal. No. We have intended to build this game to be as high quality as we possibly can. All the cards are linen finish. The board, the tiles, the captain coasters, everything has a really nice finish to it already. These are dual sided at the moment. We're still considering and looking into if we should add something extra to them or not. We do have names of all the captains and so on, and a backstory. So names will most likely show up on the coasters. And well, what else can I say? Yeah, the dice, every single dice in the game is custom made and designed. So the crew dice, they're nice and heavy. Same goes for the special dice. Like, it's genuinely, we're super proud of the quality that these come with. It's they're really, really nice to play with. So when we play board games, we see that we tend to go back to the board games that has nice quality components and also nice artwork. So that's a strong focus to add on to a nice game design, game mechanics. Do we have some questions?
Yeah, somebody's asking about your captain's hat. Will you provide it to those who backed in the first 24 hours?
The beautiful hat? Unfortunately, I don't think this is something we can find ever again. I think I bought this on a thrift shop some years ago. And yeah, it comes in very handy. Thanks for the nice comment of the hat. It's a fun hat.
Someone else is asking, so the tiles around the playboard are clipped via magnetism?
The back side has a magnetic surface, and the board has, so this has also a laminated finish, and then underneath this paper finish is also a magnetic surface. So therefore they will stick in place more or less like that. So I mean, again, you can move it around without everything falling all over the place, which is something we value a lot.
And we have another question.
Yes.
Will there be a slot for the ghost dice on the dice board?
So yes, we have come to the conclusion that we will make this one fit, but then again, it will only be for this first print run that we make this extra slot. Then it will go back if we do a second print run, or hopefully when we do a second print run, this will be how the dice board will look like. So we will ensure that the ghost dice gets its special place on the dice board. Yes.
And another question, is this game a redesign of an old game?
Not really. So the betting phase of the game is inspired heavily by a dice game called Liar's Dice. I was taught this game when I was in China in 2018, and I was really hooked by it, and I thought it was so funny and interesting, and just how quick and interactive it is between players. And so what we did was we started to play this a lot between me and my friends, and then we quickly realized that, well, first of all, Liar's Dice, many people play it as a drinking game, and if we were to drink all the time we played Liar's Dice, we would be alcoholics. So we figured let's add on some different rules, and we started out with a map. And please be our guests and look at the history. We have a story, a saved story on our Instagram where you can see the history of this game taking shape. It's kind of funny. In the beginning, it was just drawn up board with pen and paper, and from there it went on to become this game. It's inspired by Liar's Dice, but we have some other small variations of how to play it.
How to play the betting phase.
Yeah, how to play the betting phase of the game.
Yeah.
So it's adjusted for this game.
We have another question.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that the game will be translated to Portuguese in the future?
Portuguese, I could not promise. I mean, full honesty, we're looking into finding translation partners and publishing partners in foreign languages where we don't, we're from Sweden, and it's a country where we're good at English, so therefore we developed the game in English as a first language. Portuguese, I could not tell at the moment. Of course, I do hope so, but it all honestly comes down to the volume and the demand from these different regions where they have these languages. So just as a follow-up on the languages, some of you asked what happens with, or are Italian close enough, or is Spanish close enough, and so on. Yes, you are close enough, but then again, it all comes down to we need to see just a little bit more interest from these regions, because we have a minimum order quantity of a full new deck of cards that will be translated in that case. And same goes for the rule book. There are minimum order quantities, and it requires quite a lot more from the production side and the logistics side of things that we have not anticipated from the beginning. I mean, we love the support we do, and it's amazing that you guys have taken us to where we are at the moment. So we're trying to fulfill your wishes as best as we can. But then again, when we designed this game, we wanted it to be as complete as possible. We see a lot of other creators that use stretch goals as if they have. It sounds like they've already designed all the components. In our case, for example, the creature pack that is coming, hopefully it's up to you guys. The creature pack is being designed at this moment, so we don't have it ready. We're actually creating stuff during the campaign for you guys because you want it so much, and we want to fulfill your wants and needs as best as we can. Any more question?
Board Games with Joe is asking, how will you incorporate the extra player expansion in this game?
So the base game, let me show you, goes like this. So of course you will have more tiles, for example like this. And this is the base game where you will have a 4-player version. So you can be 2 to 4 players in the base game, and if you buy the deluxe version, you will have a 6-player version of the game. So you will get 2 additional cups, more dice, and sufficient more cards as well, sufficient enough of coins to last you for the game, and so on. So it's and I can just fill you guys in a little bit about the 2-player version of the game. So the 2-player version of the game, you might think that it's only 2 players using their cups, shaking and battling each other for a whole round, but it actually comes with an additional little rule. So we call it the phantom mode, simply because you will have a 3rd cup that is shaken and not looked at until these 2 real active players have done their bets. So it's actually a cup that nobody knows what the result is. And this phantom player will also be dealt silver cards that they play each round. The phantom player will most likely be the one running off in front of you guys. So if this phantom player has lapped you one time and comes up and reach you again, you're eliminated. So you want to be quick enough and try to also maybe send back the phantom player sometimes with some special cards that you might have from the start or buy or during the game.
We have another question.
Yes.
What is the drunken rule about?
So, that's a fun question. Thanks for asking. The Drunk Lying Pirates rules is intended for the ones who have the age and sense in mind to play the game while drinking some rum and beers or whatever you want to drink. And well, these rules, they play on top of the normal game. So you play the game as normal, but for every tile that you land on and for some other special situations, you will be either dealt chugs or give out chugs. So it's a wild wild add-on, and we're still looking into the details because you can get quite drunk before you end the game. So we're looking to maybe balance it out a little bit more.
And how do you receive those rules?
So they will be they're for our newsletter subscribers. So we will send them out as soon as they're more well balanced than as of now. And you know, it takes you can only like play one round. Normally you would play this game like 2 or 3 times because one gameplay is pretty fast. We did a playthrough video earlier today, and one game 4 players took less than 40 minutes. Of course we are used to play the game and so on, but it's still 40 minutes and you get drunk, you can see where that goes. There's no chance you can play a second round without messing up yourself.
We have another question. How do you feel about the success of the Kickstarter? Did you think it would go so well? I've loved watching the total grow since launch.
Honestly, the thing has been quite the journey, and what an experience. It's mind-blowing to get all the support. It's just phenomenal. When we set our goal on roughly $25,000, we were really hoping and begging, like, please, we want this to be funded within the first 48 hours because it's, you know, important for some metrics and to be promoted and liked by Kickstarter's algorithm and stuff like that. So when you guys helped us crush that goal in 4 hours, we were celebrating, and we're very thankful for taking us here. And thanks to you guys, we can continue to add on these new things like the creature pack that's coming up, and I'm pretty sure we will reach that goal quicker than later. So yeah, it's super exciting that you're pushing us to fine-tune and, you know, be more detailed about things that we actually might have missed, you know. So we're very thankful for all the support, and we love the engagement in the comments field and so on. So please continue. We are reading everything, and we try to answer every single comment that you guys are giving us.
And we have a question from a Swedish backer who's asking how many days are left of the campaign, basically.
So the campaign will end on the 30th of September at 2 p.m. Swedish time, so Central European Standard Time. That's 7 something in the morning in the US, depending on the time zone and so on.
But he's Swedish.
Yeah.
Asking, so.
Yeah. So then 2 o'clock, 30th September. And just to maybe, I mean, since we are located in Stockholm, if any of the Stockholm backers are curious, please reach out. We're more than, we have, on our normal day jobs, we have offices downtown and so on. So we're more than happy to show you the game and to play around with you if you're interested. Reach out.
And another question, since the big success of the Kickstarter campaign, is there any chance that the production will be faster?
So the production time is estimated to be somewhere around 45 days. and this has to go in alignment with. So actually, the bamboo cups are sourced from a different supplier than the game. So these also has a production time of about somewhere between 40 to 45 days. So we will try to make them ready as fast as possible. Luckily enough, the factories of the game and the bamboo cups, they are not too far away from each other. So we're hoping production could be ready this side of the year, but it's it's all dependent on how much the factory is already busy with other projects and so on. So that's why we cannot promise anything, or I don't like to make promises that I can't really keep.
And another question, let's see. If things goes even better, will there be another pack? Extra cards for the drunken mode? Question mark.
A great question, first of all. So we've actually already started to talk about adding more cards into the game, but without saying too much, we of course want to keep some parts for new stretch goals. The thing is with the stretch goals, we find it a little bit hard to develop good stretch goals that suits all of the backers and that feels like good enough or sufficient enough. Like we felt like looking into adding 1 or 2 extra cards, is it really a good enough stretch goal? We don't know. So therefore, with the creature pack, it comes with a whole set of new things instead of just 1 or 2 cards. But we are definitely looking into cards that will activate the special dice more. So there are, we're definitely looking into getting more stuff in there. And I mean, all the ideas that you guys come up with, they are fantastic. They inspire us so much. So please continue, just give us your thoughts and ideas. And there are some things that really goes up for us and start to working on them, and we will get there. But then again, these new components, everything in our game is hand drawn by our artist Serjan Bedakovic, so he also of course has to sit down and we have to pay for more illustrations, but we're happy to do so once we come up with a good enough stretch goal for you guys.
Another question, any expansion ideas yet?
Yes and no. We do have some in mind, but then again, we feel like it's important not to go too crazy at this moment of time, because we want to get the game out there and get your feedback on what you think is the best way to maybe move forward. It's honestly, it's so inspiring to see what you guys come up with. Like we had some guy in the comments talking about the map and so on. So we are looking into what could be next. So I won't make any promises, but there are some things that we have come up with that are pretty fun and exciting.
But it's nothing that's going to be launched during this campaign?
No, not during this campaign. No.
Another question about the cup design.
Yeah.
Has it been decided? Logo/no logo, barrel versus non-barrel?
So they will be. Can you just give me that cup? So this is a untreated cup, and maybe you can see the difference. This is more shiny, so this is varnished. It's treated, and we have the barrel style. It looks like at the moment you guys have decided, you pointed us to the direction that you want the logo on the cup.
We had a poll on Instagram, and 75% of you voted for with logo.
Yeah, so will be an example. This one is untreated, as you can see the difference here. Untreated with the logo, treated barrel style without logo. But so this is something that we're looking into for the logo. If you want it, show us the direction,
Another question, can you tell us what the next goals will be? Stretch goals, I
Uh, I mean, the first one is of course the ghost pack for everyone, and adding the sleeved cards, or the sleeves for the cards, for as said, for the backers that backed during the first 48 hours, or everyone that is signed up to the newsletter. So that's coming up very quickly, and we're super thankful that you're pushing us there. After that comes the creature pack, and after that, again, we're looking into, we don't want to throw in things just to throw in things, because we want it to be something that can enhance and improve the experience of the game. So therefore we're pretty careful with not adding things that doesn't make sense. So we're also looking into, and would love to hear if there are any interests in like being able to buy Captain Coasters, more of them as an add-on. Some of you have asked for it. Is it something that you would like? It's tricky for us to solve the logistics, and it might not be able to come together with the game at the same time when you get it delivered, but we're looking into that. Same goes for coins. Some of you asked for more, being able to buy more coins. So those are things we're looking into. Please give us your meaning about thoughts on that one. And just as another example, the game, the box, it's already, some of you asked if the gold effect, or if we're gonna have gold effects. So I don't know if it's visible. I think so, but as you can see, it's probably it's not good for me to say, but it's goddamn very good looking box, isn't it? So yeah, we wanted it to be really eye catching, and it should be a nice looking box. So like some stretch goals I've seen in other campaigns, it's like they want to add the golden stuff, they want to have the UV extra stuff. We already made it as good as possible, so it's
You can tell them about the dice that we have created, the molds, and all of them are unique.
As Michaela says, the molds for the dice, I told you guys earlier, all of them are unique. We've made molds for them, so everything is very specially taken care of and made, hand drawings and so on. So we want it to be a beautiful looking game that feels really solid, and not, we don't like thin cards and dice that feel, not well worked through and so on. So we hope that you guys will notice this and really appreciate the quality of the game. Like, they're really nice looking.
We have another question about the box insert.
Yeah, we're still working on it. Maybe you can show the current one that we have. So the current one that we have used up until now is, it looks like this, and it's made to have the cups like this, and then you can fit cards and the rest of the components as well. The new one that we're looking into will be, it will stack all the components even more nicely and tight. So, but we have not come up with the final design yet. So that's something we will get back to you on as soon as we have it. Of course, we will share it with you. As soon as we have anything to share with you guys, we will share it as soon as we can. So we're super excited about, for example, the creature pack, there are some more things that we have in mind. So, but we can't give away everything now. This is just the first Q&A.
And someone is asking about making more expansion for the game after this release, or do you think you will focus on making other games?
Well, in regards to the expansions, we want to see how well received this game is from you guys and so on. We have in mind some just ideas and rough sketches about expansion games for this one. That being said, we have some other games as well in mind, but I won't make any promises. It looks good for now. I mean, with this supportive fan base, of course, I would love to release another game as well. Is that it for now?
Does anyone have any other questions? Someone is saying, I like the authenticity of the era reflected in the art and components. Very pleasing.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I mean, it's we put a lot of money down into the artwork, and especially we wanted it to be hand drawn and stuff like that. So it's actually the illustrator Sergeant Vidakovic. Normally he has done some playing cards actually that has done Kickstarters, but besides that he mostly focuses on like doing etiquettes for wines, whiskeys, beers and stuff like that. With maybe you can see the style he's incorporating, so it's suitable for some liquor brands and other more traditional style branding.
Someone is asking about the coasters. Are the coasters wood or thick paper?
They are thick paper.
Cardboard.
Yeah, cardboard. Thick cardboard. I mean, they won't budge. They won't budge. They are solid, very solid.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Or something you wanna let them know?
No, I think we've covered most of the things for this Q&A. And the more questions that come up throughout the campaign, don't hesitate. We will look at them, we will collect them down, and we will answer them as best as we can. And if you like this Q&A, then please let us know so we can plan a second one, maybe in a week or two.
Okay.
Is that all for now?
I think so.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Oh, we have another question.
Oh, another question.
How does the ghost pack incorporate into the gameplay?
So, also a great question. So, there are two tiles that they're pretty nasty, if I may say, the events on them. You can read about them if you download. You have on the back side or the last side in the PDF that's downloadable, you have the ghost pack tiles that you can read about. This one will be, as of now, in this first one, this is the rule book, and it will come two separated books. So the other one will be the tile explanation, and the ghost die, there it is, transparent, so easy to miss. This one has 3 ones and 3 blanks. So this will be added into a cup in some conditions. There's also a card that says when you lose a crew, play this card and add the ghost ties to your cup. So basically, whenever you lose a normal crew dice, one of these, then you get the chance to add this one. And this is pretty, I mean, the ones are wild, so ones is the best, sort of.
Someone is asking, can you show us the sheeps more closely, please?
Yes. Is this a good angle?
Yeah, and the wooden ones.
Yeah. The wooden ones are here. So you see they look fairly similar. Whoop.
And when can we expect the German PDF of the rule book?
That's a tough question to answer. We're looking into, well, we're already in contact with translation firms, so we are hopefully this week we can make a decision on who gets to do the translations. After that, I'm not really sure how much Normally it takes like 3 to 5 days to do a translation and make sure everything is lined up and works in the local language. So if I'm being realistic, maybe 2 weeks from now at the earliest point. I couldn't really tell at this moment, unfortunately.
Someone is asking a recap of tiles which could fit in one page, approximately the size of the central map, maybe. Possible to get a recap of tiles which could fit in one page.
So yeah, we there's something that we have been working on to say it like this. The tiles come with a lot of text, and I think for the first times when you're playing the game, then it comes really good in handy to have this one next to you and to read and learn about the tiles. Maybe after 4 or 5 times when you've learned a bit about the tiles, there will be a possibility to have shorter texts that we try to be able to fit on one page at least. We're also exploring making them digitally available. Maybe this is something that you can help us out a little bit with. Since the coasters are double-sided at the moment, this is an idea that we're having to put shortened tile rules on the back side. Of course, the full text it would be impossible to fit the full text about all the tiles, but it's just like a reminder of what dice to use, or the more simple, it's a shortened down version of the tiles.
Okay, any other questions? Someone is writing, thanks so much for the info, can't wait to receive the final box.
Nice. I'm super excited to give you the final box. It's you wouldn't believe me how excited I am to get you guys the game and to start seeing pictures and real feedback of the game.
Okay, then I assume that's all for now.
Yeah, if that's it, then thank you guys for coming in and asking questions, and don't hesitate to reach out in the comments field or Instagram or whatever is suitable for you. Thank you guys so much for having us here, and we will see you soon again. Bye.
Bye.